see the old Block 5, you see C-Day and them, you see all the rest of these guys, D-Rose. It's a lot of guys, bro. D-Rose is actually innocent, bro. And everybody know it, but he in there doing 40 years, man. You know, ain't nobody trying to help these guys. Eventually, somebody won't out. Eventually, gonna get caught up. Dirk, he should have been smarter than that. And when you get money, bro, and it's to everybody, all the people out there, when you get your money, man, run with it. Because if you got some legit money and you hanging with some gang members, man, it's using your money to funnel a criminal enterprise.
Mm. Hey, so you had connected the dots with the other murder for hire, which, by the way, so this is the original murder for hire. So there was a murder for hire federal charge filed in Illinois for two guys, and I sent Myron the case, and one of these guys, their name is something Wilson, and the other guy's name is like Powell. How did you know, and how did you connect this to, OTF, or you connected this to Durk? Obviously, we know now. Apparently, the guy who got killed by these two guys they were accused, or actually that guy was accused of killing D-Thing. But how did you know?
Nah, it's just the streets, just being from the streets. If you tap in from the streets, like what the internet don't know, but if nobody knows something about it, bro, like the streets talk, bro. Like everybody in the streets know who murdered all these guys.
Really?
But you know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's for real, bro. Like the streets know. Like somebody could get killed in the neighborhood. If nobody know, the streets know who got killed.
So,
and that's how it's just been for the last 14 years. And then the police, when a person died, like Vaughn, they just pile them up with bodies. They just pile them up. He did this to close the case.
And by the way, so let me ask you this question too, because you were so accurate. So I watched this video 7 months ago, and you said, hey, around August, we're going to find out who paid for this murder. How the hell did you know it was going to come out around this time? How do you know?
Man, it's just you just watch, you just pay attention. I be on the federal sites and all that. You just gotta watch, man. Like they had a reward out for these guys who got the indictment. They been had a reward out for them and everything. They've been on the run. They put their pictures out of shit. And if you know them, if you know them once you see them, like once they run across them, then you like, oh yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Interesting. So let me ask you this, and I guess I'm going to bring Myron into this. So Myron, you here, brother?
Yeah, I am. I just have my mic muted.
Oh, so what I wanted to ask you is that, so if we're seeing two separate murder for hire charges that possibly could involve Durk, is this a type of situation you would consolidate, especially if there's other, either attempted shootings and other stuff, maybe guns, drugs, whatever. Would it make sense to consolidate all of this under a RICO charge that's a superseding indictment?
Yeah, so really good question. So they have two choices here. They can either consolidate it and do this all under RICO, right? But I want to be very clear about this. RICO cases are not easy to prosecute because you have to get a Department of Justice approval from headquarters, right? And you got to push it through your chain of command. So it's not necessary. I don't think that they're going to have time, because keep in mind they arrested Durk on a criminal complaint, which gives them roughly 10 to 14 days to indict him, because a criminal complaint never suffices as a formal charge. They need to indict him at some point. So I don't know if they'll have the indictment ready with racketeering statutes in time for that, but I absolutely think that the door is open for them to do a RICO charge in the future, because obviously this organization meets elements that are required under RICO, racketeering activity, which we already have a murder for hire, which would suffice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, a RICO might need 2 or 3 different crimes to suffice, but they can easily probably establish how these guys are involved in maybe drug trafficking, shootings, any of this other stuff. They could probably tie the FBG Duck murder to this. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't pursue a RICO in the future, but they don't necessarily have to. And I don't know if they'll have one in time by the time they have to get Durk indicted, but they can absolutely do that in the future with a superseding indictment if they choose to do that. The biggest thing is they need to prove that it's an enterprise, a criminal enterprise, and they need to prove crimes that fall under the racketeering statutes, which murder absolutely qualifies, drug trafficking, extortion, any of these types of organized criminal activities typically.
Hey, so I want to ask a question, and we could have Trenches answer this, and then you could answer it afterwards, Martin. Um, there is the rumor that's going around that there's an individual that goes by the name of OTF Jam, and they're saying that he wore a wire. Now, I'm thinking we're in motherfucking 2024. Why wear a wire? You could just put your phone on the table and record the whole motherfucking call. A wire seems mad old school. But what do you think? And you know, by the way, Trenches, I heard you speak about Jam. I didn't know. I thought Jam was just some guy. You said he's kind of known as a killer. We're not saying he killed nobody, but you're saying that's his reputation. What do you think the likelihood is that he's cooperating, and what do you think the likelihood that maybe he recorded Durk and other people while they were discussing crimes?
Well, the likelihood of him doing it, man, he whether it's Quando Rondo incident or another incident, he told some,
How do
and
you know?
all the
How do you
members,
know?
all the members, all the members said it that he told, you know,
Oh, so so
all the
so
real
that's word on the
OTF
street.
members, 300 members, they say he told. So
Oh,
I don't know if, but about the Wyatt thing, his people hit me up and said that he wanted to get bonded out, and they don't know nothing about no White, but he did make a threat to his Dirk, like if you want to come in, I'm talking about how you gonna play basically how you gonna play somebody who be putting in work and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they took it as a threat and that he told us him. I don't know. I don't know how he got mixed in with the Quando Rondo, but yeah, they say he told.
wait. So are you saying that he made a threat towards Dirk, like
Yeah.
basically saying, "Yo, I've been holding you down," because I heard you say something about like his baby mama called Dirk for a lawyer, and Dirk may have like brushed it off, and they're like, "Yo, you're not supposed to brush off my call when I need something. Like I'm the guy who does the dirt for you."
That's facts.
Mm.
And them type of situations, you gotta look at it like you can't play everybody like no little kid. Everybody ain't C-Thang them. Everybody ain't the O Block 6. You hear me? Like you got some real demons out there like nigga, you finna buy me out. You hear me? No matter what I did. Or you gonna come in with me.
Oh,
Shit. Sometimes you gotta make them threats for niggas to jump off their couch and go send that bond money.
oh wow.
You
Hey,
gotta feed the killers, man. If you participate in a crime, bro, you gotta feed the killers, man. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta feed them all. You gotta feed them all,
Woody said
bro.
the same thing, by the way. Woody said basically he was getting frustrated with Thug because, and it's the first time I've ever heard street dudes speak like this. They said, "I'm not no crash out, and you're not gonna just leave me in jail to rot while you're just having a time of your life." Without me feeling like I'm adequately, either cared for or whatever. That's kind of interesting. And by the way, Myron, I want you to hop in here. What does it look like, or what do you think it would look like if maybe a conversation? Let's say this guy is working as a cooperator or some type of confidential. Well, I guess I don't know if it's confidential informant or just snitch, whatever that is. But they say, hey, we need you to record a conversation with you and Dirk, where Dirk is telling you to do some illegal stuff. How would they do that? Would they do it with a traditional wire? Would they give him a cell phone, maybe like a pocket recorder? Like, how does that work at this point? Technology has changed, but like a wire just seems like very old school.
I should be sounding better now. Let me know. I turned down the power of the mic a bit. So chat, let me know on academic side if it's good with a one. Okay, let's address the first thing with the wire. Now, is it possible? Absolutely. I think that there's a good chance that they could have done a wire. But what I'm leaning more towards, is that because when I read through the indictment, it's very obvious that they got this information from people after the crime had occurred, right? So, I think co-conspirator 2, if you read the indictment, I think he was cooperating, and I think co-conspirator 3, who's a manager and had access to the credit cards, also cooperated. Because if you notice, they're not necessarily in the indictment, right? So, so they're saying I sound worse. Hold on, I'll turn the volume a little bit.
I gotta say different, man, because I was confused about that because number three sound like
Finish my point.
OTFDD.
Let
Number
me,
three sound like DD because they saying that number one called number three and told him don't cash out none in my name with no cards, and he did it anyway.
Mm.
So I thought number
Hey,
3 was Didi, OTF Didi.
so I'm a little bit in the middle of what both y'all are saying. So what Myron said about he believes that a lot of this, corroboration of these conversations was afterwards. I agree, because maybe I've just watched too many movies, and obviously we have somebody who was a federal agent here before. Like, he could definitely tell us if they were monitoring a wired conversation of Durk saying, "Yo, go kill this guy tonight." I don't think the feds could just sit back and just let the murder happen, right?
Yeah. Let me kind of break this down. So it's clear to me, like, co-conspirator 2 was there when I was reading the indictment. He was there, and you saw every step of the way, right? And
Yeah.
and he was involved in the shooting. So the fact that they were involved in the shooting and the FBI arrested him like 2 years later tells me that that guy committed the murder. The FBI was able to figure out he was involved. And then they said, okay, we know who the shooters are. I'm pretty confident that the FBI probably figured out who the shooters were within a few months. And then at that point, we're like, all right, how are we going to go ahead and get the guy that's the weakest so that we can go ahead and get a source and flip him? And I think they went ahead, flipped one of the guys that was involved in the shooting. He cooperated, gave the information, and then bam, that's how they're able to get these other dudes indicted, because they had someone that was involved in the hit from the beginning all the way to the end. So that's what leads me to believe that they might not have even needed a wire, because they had someone that was there with the historical knowledge. Because if they had a wire, right, the murder would have never happened, guys. Keep that in mind. Like, the feds are not going to allow a murder to happen on their watch
right?
as they're, like, listening
Yeah,
to
they will. They will, though. The feds will watch it. They will watch murders.
You think so?
To get to a big fish, they will watch a murder. They'll let it happen. They'll sit there and watch it and record that motherfucker. They will.
Maybe in the 1980s, but not anymore. There's way too much liability. There's way too much issues. People can get sued and all that other stuff. Like, it's not like the movies. Like, if they know that a murder is gonna happen, they have to.
I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you, man. Hey, but look, I went on the hit, bro. And on everything, the feds was trailing the people. Once we hit them up, the feds knew that I did it because they was trailing the people who I hit, which is the hobos. So I know for a fact that the feds will let it go. If that makes sense to you.
Wait. Do you think the feds knew you were gonna go do that, or they were just like,
Man, they didn't know I was gonna go and do it. They was watching dude though. They was watching his every move. Everywhere he went, they had a team trailing.
All right, hold on. All right, so that's a little bit different, right? So it appears that you're saying they were just doing surveillance, and then you did some dumb shit, right? Now this is different. Where, according to the affidavit, there was a conversation saying, "Yo, y'all are going to kill this guy at this time," which means there's a plan. And if they heard the plan, like, I remember even when they locked up 6ix9ine, they couldn't let 6ix9ine go to that casino because they had heard on the wiretap that they were going to shoot him. So they had to act at that point. Otherwise, they were going to let 6ix9ine stay out a little bit longer. But as soon as they heard there was going to be gunshots fired, they had to act because there was a plan. Now, if they're surveilling you and you do some dumb shit, I don't know if they have a duty to kind of like jump in necessarily, but if you're planning it on the phone and they're monitoring the phone, gets dicey, right?
If they're on surveillance and they know violence is imminent, bro, they're gonna absolutely jump in. And like the whole 6ix9ine thing that I told you about, like that, yeah, man, like they heard Mel Murda and Jim Jones on the phone talking about we're gonna violate him, and they went to 6ix9ine and compromised their investigation to tell him, look, there's a hit on your life. You know, the worst thing you could do is go up to like a target of the investigation and tell them, hey, we just got information that we got a hit on your life, because that compromises you doing a T3. It takes a lot of work to get a Title III up. So for you to sit there and kind of reveal your cards sucks. So trust me, like they don't want to have to reveal that they got this information. But the thing is this, the blowback, if they find out that you knew that this guy was marked for dead and he dies, bro, it's going to be a wrap on that agency, on the agents that were involved, all the way up to the director, man. Like the ATF Fast and the Furious got in trouble for this with letting guns walk into Mexico that ended up killing people. The ATF almost got disbanded for that shit, and that's just for letting guns walk that ended up killing people later on. So if you're on a wiretap and you hear people and people are going to die, like, bro, and they let it happen, it's an L. You know, maybe in the 1970s or 80s, kind of like, you know, do that cowboy shit, but nowadays, can't do it, man. Stuff is too documented.
Okay, so I kind of agree with you that they're hearing this stuff in post. However, I
It's the
believe,
There's
and
no
now
way,
now
they
we're
had someone wired up. There's absolutely no way they have someone wired up and he did a hit and they watched it and then they arrested him 2 years later, bro, or interviewed him 2 years later. Like what I think happened was they did the hit. The FBI found he got hit with another charge or he had some kind of pressure on him. FBI came to him and said, "Look, you're looking at XYZ on this charge. We know you're involved in this murder. Come and work with us now. Come to the table because the person that comes to the table first gets the best offer." And that's what happened. And that's why that one individual, co-conspirator 2, if I'm not mistaken, in the indictment, is there from every single step of the way. Also, keep in mind that they raided co-conspirator 3's house. I guarantee y'all, when they raided that house, he gave a statement as well.
Yeah, no. Listen, I think co-conspirator 3 is an assistant or somebody who doesn't necessarily come from the streets or is criminal of nature.
The credit card. That's
Yeah,
why they had the credit card. It was some kind of person that again, yeah, like that does like maybe accounting or maybe an assistant, a manager, some bullshit like that. That's like more on the music business side, not on the street shit.
okay, Trench's news. So I seen you. You kind of cut. You said there's another murder, which is FBG Cash's murder. You said those guys ain't get locked up, but they better be looking up and better get on the run. And now,
They better run, man, like the pumped up kicks. You better run, outrun the feds. They better run, bro. I'm telling you. I
why
tried
do
to
you
tell
think
Dirk
that?
to run. He would have been overseas, man, if he would listen to me a
No, you
long
did.
time ago.
Hold
When he
on.
brought up his name in Duck trial. I
No,
say,
you
Dirk, you
did.
better run, man. Move off them lawyer brought your name up. I wasn't playing. The lawyers brought his name up.
Who? Wait. Break that down. Because you did say he should run, and I think people were just thinking you were just talking shit. But now it makes okay. How did his name come up? By the way, you were one of the people who were at the court. Matter of fact, you did a video where you walked into the federal courtroom. I don't know how you were alone, but I guess you were there, like probably prepping for the testimony you did, and you got somehow a time to record a video. How did you hear Dirk's name? Break this down to me.
Hey, no, actually, I'm filming. You know, what I'm talking about. I'm doing the series. So I was just filming at the time, but I was filming at a courtroom. That's like a federal courtroom, but I was just playing around with a skit. But in the courtroom,
Oh, okay.
man, they brought up D Thing and they brought up Dirk, man. They said that they was the high ranking gang members. That was BDs, and they said that that D Thing had the one who called Muwap. He the one called Muwap when Teasy called. The guy who called on Duck, seen Duck downtown. He called D Thing in the store, and D Thing called it, you know, Muwap. So D Thing will be in jail right now.
Really?
He will
So
be in jail right now. It's in the federal paperwork. He'll definitely be in. Yvonne will be in jail right now, and Zell Money. All three of them will be in jail right now.
so basically, comparing it to that case with Dolph, the, Big Jook would be Dirk's brother, D Thing.
Yeah, he will be the same position Big Jook played.
Wow. So you heard this in court.
Yeah, it's in court. They asked about him in court. And Icebox got up there and told the OTF members came and picked up chains for King Von. Icebox testified.
Wait, the Icebox
The
jeweler
Icebox
testified?
testified. The Icebox jewelers
No way.
testified,
No,
man.
you're lying now. You're lying.
That they came in there, Von dropped off 2,000 and another OTF member came and picked it up with 14K. I hope they got taxes. I hope they got taxes on that money, man. They coming, man. Y'all better run.
Wait, so why are you so confident that this FBG Cash murder thing is going to be included?
Oh, it is, man. I'm telling you, man, it is. It's gonna be included, man. They, you know, you just let people fall, bro. This is how they operate, man. They let people fall, bro. And when you fall and fall and fall, then you gonna have to call them. You're gonna have to call them for help because them gonna be the only people who can help you. And then that's when it gets solved, man. When you don't go and get your brothers out of jail, when you leave your brothers with no commissary act, that's what happens, man.
Wait, did Dirk do that? Because I've always heard that Dirk is the guy who pays for all the lawyers, gets everybody right. And I've actually heard that accusation about Sosa, low key, not Dirk.
Hey, look, Dirk had got his favorites, man. Who he gonna pick, man? When you win the shit like that they in, you can't hide no favors, man. You gotta load up everybody's shit on the first of the month. You hear me? You can't just load up two people, two gang member shit, bro, and there's 40 motherfuckers who was warm with you. That's insane, man. That's insane, bro. He was just supposed to take his money, him and India's kids, bro, and get some real police, man. That's his security, man.
Mm. Do you feel bad for Dirk at all?
I feel bad for his kids, man. Far as me feeling bad for Dirk, like shit, I wish I had 60 million. You wish you had, I mean, you probably got it, but
Now, got
I
it.
know a
Stop
lot of
playing with
people
me.
on here wish they had
Stop
60
playing with
million,
me,
40
Trenches.
million dollars, man.
Trenches, I'm bro. But okay, damn. All right, hold on. Now we know you're sympathetic for Duck because you
Yeah.
testify pretty much on his back. Do you hate like anybody on the King Von side or Dirk himself, or are you just feeling like you're speaking what you believe is just the truth, despite who is offended? Because it feels
Oh no,
like.
I ain't.
Go ahead.
Just one thing about me, man. I ain't got no favorite picks, bro. I love T. Roy and them. I love OD. I love them just like I love Duck. If somebody say something about their names, I go the same length that I go for Duck name. Because I really know these guys. Like it's different with me. I know them. They slept in my house. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you sleep in a house with people and shit like that than just a person who on the internet that you met on the internet.
No, I get it. I get it. Holy
Like I watched
shit.
them before the drill scene. I watched them when they was all cool, going to the same school. Then I watched them just split King Drive up and they was into it. I watched the whole thing unfold.
Wait, so when you heard the news, I wonder what you thought. That Dirk got arrested.
When I heard the news that Dirk got arrested, I really knew it was coming. I really knew it was coming because that goddamn lawsuit came out and they put that motherfucking domino things that Dirk used as a. You remember when Dirk used this that mob style photo with
Yeah.
the like he the mob boss, King Von them the other bosses.
Yeah.
When they put that and ran that across the news screen, I say it's a RICO, it's an indictment coming. Somebody finna get indicted. That's when I knew they was finna get indicted. When they put in that lawsuit for Mama Duck. I say somebody about to get indicted, man.
Hey,
I knew it was coming after that.
Hey, Myron, so let me ask you about this murder for hire charge, which, I've Googled the statute, but here's the thing. It feels like, and I had a theory. I said, listen, the only way Dirk beats this, he got to beat it on some old school Vaughn-like shit, and that would be the witnesses got to come up missing. No witnesses. Because I don't think there's any. I don't think he's dumb enough to text somebody like, "Yo, pay him this for the murder." So there probably isn't any direct, like, putting him as the guy who paid for whatever happened, if that did happen. But what probably does what probably is there, and even if there was payment, it would probably be like, "Yo, yeah, I'm signing you. I would have probably signed you for $20K, but now I'm gonna just sign you for $70K. You know what that other $50K for? You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah. So, when it comes to that, it seems to me that he kind of like delegated that all to Grant, bro. Grant or one of seemed to be like the main. Because here's the thing: if you look at the indictment, Grant is the top guy in the indictment, right? I'm looking at it right now. Or where did you put it? Like he's the main guy at the top of the title. It's like USA versus Grant et al. So that tells me that he was the main organizer and facilitator. Obviously, they didn't anticipate having to arrest Dirk so quickly after indicting them, but he was the main guy. So I think he was the leader organizer. He's going to get a lot of time for that, by the way, anytime you're identified as a leader organizer, because he was the one that facilitated everything, got the rental cards, paid for shit with credit cards, got the guns, got the ski masks, and he probably was going to be in charge of getting the people paid that did the hit. So, Dirk obviously, did his best to distance himself from it, but he was a little too close for comfort.
Let me ask you one more follow-up question.
Sure.
So last night, and Trenches, I don't know if you've seen this. So I had Brick Baby on last night. So co-conspirator 4 is a person who gave up the location. We've seen this in the Fulio case, that the person who was tracking and trailing and also sending locations, they kind of get the same murder charge. How is co-conspirator 4, who gave up the location that really set all this stuff in motion, how come they're only listed as co-conspirator 4? How are they not charged? How are they not indicted? Um, could it be a situation where they're like, yo, listen, I didn't know what was really going on, so I'm gonna just tell, and maybe the government gives them a break? What do you think's happening there, Myron?
You want me to go first?
Oh, I have Myron go first, and then I.
All right, go ahead, Myron.
Yeah, so sorry, I was talking with Mo, trying to fix my audio. Your audio should be good now on your side, right? Should be good in your chat now.
Chat. How does it sound? How does it sound?
Give me ones. It should be good. Hopefully, I think I fixed it. But sorry.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like you talking through a potato.
Through a potato. God damn. Well, my guy said.
Honestly, he sounds fine to me. Pause.
No. You know what it is? Is that so? Whatever outputs, I think you're going through the board that they have set up for the podcast. It's so amplified that when it's hitting Discord, like no matter how much we turn you up or turn you down, it's peaked. So like the audio is damn near destroyed. That's what happens. So it's like if you're talking within a normal range and it doesn't get destroyed, now people could turn you up and down, whatever. But like your voice just sounds like it's peaked, and when it's peaked, it cuts low end and high end just to keep it at the peak level.
Yeah, I just powered it down a little bit just now. But sorry, your question was with the murder for hire. What was it one more time, Dak? I'm sorry.
Wait. What did I ask? Chad?
Something about murder for hire with the statute.
Why is the co-conspirator 4 not in jail?
Oh yeah. Co-conspirator 4. What do you think? Because we all know, like co-conspirator 3, we think they flipped. If I'm booking flights and I know that I'm booking flights for a murder, of course I'm telling, right? I'm the assistant. Cool. Yeah. Co-conspirator 2, I think they're probably gonna tell, but they probably got caught. They're the trigger person. You know, their thing is, hey, listen, I know y'all got me with a trigger person. I'm probably gonna go get 20 to 25, but listen, I was just carrying out a job. Co-conspirator 4 gave the drop and basically was the reason why all of this happened. I think they're gonna cooperate as well, but what do you think about them, and what deal could they strike?
The thing is that so the way it works with the feds, right, when it comes to getting deals and everything else, is you got to be in a good position where you have someone above you to give, but you're not too high up where it doesn't make sense to give you a deal. So like if we look at like the Diddy case, right? Diddy is the file title. He's the top guy. So he'd have to give someone of enormous, affluence and wealth and status to be able to get himself out of the situation that he's in. So what it really comes down to is you got to be in a good position where you're in the middle of the organization, knowledge on what's going on above you, and then also some knowledge of what's going on above you. I hate to use this example, but for the audience that might not be familiar, I always use 6ix9ine as a perfect example of this. Since he was a financier, he wasn't necessarily a top verified gang member, but he was rubbing elbows with all of them because he was a financier, he was the rapper, he was clout. So he was rubbing elbows with Mel Murder and all the high-ranking guys. But at the same time, he had enough status to tell people like Kuda, hey, go shoot at Chief Keef. And he was able to go ahead and get the people above him and the people below him because he was privy to all facets of the criminal organization based on his position as a financier. And typically the people that deal with the money hurt you the most when they're informants because they know where the money's going, so they know who the higher up guys are, because the higher up guys, you always tie them with the money 9 out of 10 times, which is why I think conspirator 3, right, the person that booked everything, etc., that has access to the books, etc., that person is going to be very dangerous as a cooperator.
Why?
Conspirator 2 was there at the shooting and saw what was going down. So though that person's probably going to get a higher sentence because they were involved directly in the murder, they're going to get way less time than the other people. But you were going to ask something, Hack?
No. The reason I said why is that so I'm thinking about Durk. Like obviously, like people are gonna go to jail. We get that. But if I'm Durk, the only person that puts me in jail is not number 3. I could argue a good point to say, yo, number 3, I was going to do a podcast. By the way, he shot a podcast the day before that happened. Hey, I was
trying to figure that out.
Say again?
Who did he try to shoot it with?
We don't know. I've looked like it's a podcast that didn't come out. Somebody told me that it's like it's more like a biographical piece that was done either by Spotify. I'm still looking for it. Regardless, for three can't say, oh, unless that person has a message where you said, hey, I'm booking this for a murder, which you would never tell 3. That's a civilian. You're a street dude. The only person that I feel could put him in jail, give it, and by the way, this is granted like 5. So we're saying Didi's not snitching. We're saying Kavon Grant Vonnie's not snitching. We're saying Boogie's not snitching. We're saying the driver Asa Houston's not snitching. If everybody doesn't snitch, and we're now going to the co-conspirators, co-conspirator 1 is Durk. Co-conspirator 2 is a shooter. He could try to save himself on some Dolph shit where the shooter tells on everybody else. But conspirator 4, I'm pretty sure they weren't communicating that drop. Like, maybe even if they sent it to Durk, Durk probably put them with somebody else. You're not sending me the drop of Quando Rondo this whole time. So who could put Durk in jail? Only co-conspirator 2, I think. Thoughts? And then I want Trenches to chime in. Go ahead, Mari.
Yeah, well, the thing also, Ak, you got to remember is that when you have informants, right? So when I was on the job, right, I would often have 2 to 3 sources that were giving me information on the same guy, right? Very rarely is it one person that could actually put an individual in jail. That almost never happens. What ends up happening is you get bits and pieces from different people that paint the story, right? So one person might be able to give you the financial side with the books, but they're not necessarily privy to the criminal activity because they want to have some plausible deniability, so they don't know what's going on, right? Then someone else might be involved directly in the criminal activity where they're maybe transporting drugs, but they don't necessarily know how much is it. They don't know what it is, etc. Then you have someone else that's coordinating everything that knows, yeah, it was this and it was supposed to go to this individual. I don't know who the hell he is, but it was supposed to go to this address. And then you go talk to that person at that address, and that person says, oh, yeah, I was supposed to receive this XY. So the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of the times with criminal activity, stuff is compartmentalized. Certain individuals know certain parts of the conspiracy, and they do that on purpose so that if people are arrested, they have to interview more than one person to be able to get said information. So it's going to be multiple people that implicate Durk in this, whether covertly or not. They might not know that the information they're providing is actually confirming, corroborating evidence that the FBI already got. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. Wow. Trenches, what do you think? I feel like you have an ear to the streets. You've kind of like heard all this stuff. What are you thinking? Who the hell is co-conspirator 2? What do you think 4 is doing? You give me your thoughts, bro. I know he's here somewhere. You're muted, Trenches. You're muted.
My fault. You can hear me?
Yep.
All right, so we know 2 gonna be the one that sink the ship, but number 4 gonna sink. Number 4 gonna stick everybody in there. Number 4 gonna stick everybody else. The people who he called, he gonna stick whoever he called. He's sticking him. So yeah, number two gonna take everybody down. Number 2 sound like he was around. They know everything about everybody, and then number two gonna sink the whole ship.
Now, here's the thing. We keep trying to figure out the other names. Like, some people think, oh, no, maybe 2 is OTF Jam. Some people are saying, nah, OTF Jam wasn't around then. Like, yeah, he cooperating on some other shit. But in this particular situation, remember, co-conspirator 2 is the shooter. So this got to be a shooter who the feds have spooked to the point to say, you're never getting out. If you ever want to see daylight again, you tell on everybody.
And he did.
But who the fuck could that be, though?
See, we really don't know who they is, man, because like some people I talked to from the streets who used to be with Durk, you know, like they saying like he picked up some creative players, man. They just went out and hired some motherfuckers, man.
Whoa, wait. Explain. What do you mean? So you're saying that Dirk just got a random assortment of people. There wasn't people he's locked in with from like day one that he trusts.
Man, all them damn killers you be seeing in them videos, like you did the war in Chirac. You don't see none of them up in the video, up in the trial. You don't see none of them indicted.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of people locked up, a lot of people who died. You can't expect.
It's a lot of people who have though. Act like don't nobody know half of the other dudes. The one dude we know, Bonnie, and we know Didi. Besides that, we don't know none of them.
Keep in mind that he hired 2 people that weren't even BDs, that weren't a part of his gang.
Yeah, the other guys, 2 of them from out west, one from Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Like they just putting shit together, man, and got Dirk wrapped up.
And they probably did that on purpose to create some level of plausible deniability. Typically, if you're going to do a murder for hire, you don't want people are there doing it, and you don't want them to know who's hiring them, and you have an intermediary facilitate everything. Grant is an idiot because he didn't properly shield these transactions. They're using private jets, they're using luxury cars, doing drills in luxury. That's where they fucked up because the person who in the middle to facilitate everything has got to do it in a way where it doesn't tie back to you.
Hey, Myron.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound stupid. And I'm hearing like feedback. What's that? I think that's for me. Here's a question I do want to ask you. I'm never ever sitting here trying to give criminals a fucking cheat code on how to commit crime successfully. But I these days we're in the time of realizing that in the Fulio case, there was a goddamn Tesla that recorded the entire murder. It feels like it's almost impossible to do a crime at this point. Again, we're not trying to give nobody a tutorial, but as we kind of dissect this, is there a way that this could have happened that maybe Dirk wouldn't have to be trying to board a private jet to Switzerland before he get picked up by the feds?
I'm going to try to fix my mic real quick, and then I'll definitely, I can answer that.
Trent, you can hop in while we're doing that.
Yeah, it sound like you in 3D.
Huh?
Sound like your phone going down.
Wait, no, say again. You said it sound like what? Trent, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
So what you were saying again? It was echoing.
Oh, my bad. No, yeah. I think
that's Myron Mac echoing.
Yeah. If it's echoing still, just like serve mute him until he fixes it. So, what I was saying, Trenches, is that I feel like a lot of times we sit back and we criticize these dudes. We all understand that these guys are in the streets. And we be like, yo, you were trying to leave to this, blah, blah. Oh, you had him book shit on your business card. Do you think there was a way that this could happen? I'm not saying I want it to happen that it's undetectable, but do you think there was a way that this could have happened where Dirk is not caught up in this shit? Because everybody we're pointing out the dumb shit that was done, but is there a way that this could have been done where, because everyone's like, oh no, you even said it, you said, yo, he got the $2 guys around him. Even if he had the $1 million guys around him, do you think that this shit could have been undetectable?
I mean, if Dirk said this shit after Bond died that he wanted Quando killed, right? Dirk should never had to say nothing else.
Oh,
he shouldn't have to text nobody. He shouldn't have to do nothing. Why is y'all even calling Dirk to tell him that y'all spot Rondo or some shit like that? That's crazy now.
Oh, so you're saying that this shit was fucked up from the beginning because they were involving the big fish and letting him know the every move of what the get back is gonna be.
Yep, and that's what the conspiracy kick in at. Dirk, fuck academics. I ain't gonna lie, man. I listen to Lil Durk too. I listen to his music. Like I ain't got nothing against him, man. Besides he was in tour with Duck, and they was in tour with each other over bullshit, bro. Oh, some dirty ass hoes, and who got the best clothes, man? That's all I can see in the drill for.
Oh my God, man. So, and I'm asking you sincerely, do you think that there is any? Do you think it's any? Hold on. Do you think it's any world where Dirk comes out of this without like a life sentence or like significant time?
Yeah, he probably could get 50 if he gotta go in there and tell everything. His role, his part, everything.
You say he could get
And
15?
smoke off of it.
You think he could get 15 years?
Yeah, 50 years. They're gonna offer them 50 years, just like they did
Hold
old
on,
Lock.
hold on,
They're
hold
gonna
on.
offer them 50 years, the first offer, and
50
then if
or
they take that shit,
15?
it's gonna be up like
50 or 15?
50, 5-0.
5-0. Oh, hell no.
Yes.
Hell
Hell
no.
yeah. I'll use airplanes. Man, I'm telling you, like, man, this shit ain't no joke. This shit ain't no 15 years, none of that, man. They gone. When Dirk get out, man, if he do get out, he gonna be on the cane.
Yo, my nigga, I'm waiting for the Voice 2.0. I'm waiting for the album. What are you talking about?
Hey, you can wait on it, man. I'm telling you, that nigga coming, that nigga gonna come out on the cane, man. They not playing. He try to run and that's some more shit. Like for real. Then you know how long they been wanting him? Like all the shit that he done beat, and he ain't know how to sit the fuck down. Once they beat that shit with King Von, man, he's supposed to kill him. Everything. Sent everybody back to Chicago and went about his life, bro. That was a red flag right there. Got into it with King Von now, and the state said, "Oh man, it's over with. We just throwing this out." Like, come on, man. Y'all think y'all fooling, man? The feds picked that shit up. The feds told the state, "Hey, don't worry about it. We're gonna pick that shit up.
Yo, I'm
Go
gonna be
ahead.
honest with
You
you.
think it's over with?" I'm telling you, the feds picked that shit up.
Yo,
They ain't boys out.
I'm not jacking that they not trying to have the voice on the streets on the streets. The voice of the streets got to be on the streets. Like the voice of the streets can't be in prison.
Man, I hate to tell you to break it bad to you, man. The voice is some deep shit. And whoever four and two is, hey, it already sound like they won't know. Right? They won't out. And number two, know who Dirk is. Number four from California, so he probably know him, but number two sound like he been in the mix. He been in the mix for all the shit, so he know everybody. So he the credible as one out of all of them. I know Diddy ain't snitching. Diddy just beat two bites. He gonna sit in that motherfucker till the walls fall off.
Oh, you think OTFDD is gonna be solid?
He gonna be solid. He gonna sit in that motherfucker till the walls fall off. I'm telling you, watch it play out. You gonna be like, you gonna if everybody fold, he ain't.
What about Kavon Grant? That's OTF Vonnie. I think he's solid too.
See, I really don't know him. I seen him around Vine now. You know what I'm talking about? Doing Xbox and shit. Like I really don't know about him, but he gotta be somebody to have a damn step card. He got to be somebody to be able to swipe an OTF credit card, man. To supply a private jet on the OTF expense. He got to be somebody.
Wow. Jesus. Hey, you know, Dirk got about like 7 or 8 kids. You know, he got a baby mama, this and third. Man, I know they're going through it. Do you feel bad for him on that realm or no?
Hell yeah. I feel bad for his wife and his kids, bro. They shouldn't have to go through this, bro. Especially while you up. That's the whole reason to get out the fucking hood. You get out, you make your money and get out the hood to take your family out to live. You don't get out the hood to pull up a bunch of felons who committed murders and shit. Like if them your homies, bro, they'll understand why you leaving for the better, bro. If they complain, them ain't your real friends, bro. How many niggas you seen come at Dirk with different plots over the last since you've been reporting about the Chirac? All right.
Yeah. No.
He done been on every block. When he get into it with this block, he going over that block. When he get into it with them, he going over that. Now they into it. Every block that he done been on, they tour with each other.
Yeah, isn't OTF Vonnie supposed to been Vaughn's manager or family or some sorts?
Yeah, now I think he's gonna remain solid. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what I personally think. Yo, when y'all start doing crime, you're asking for a RICO when you got too many chefs in the kitchen. If you finna do a murder, let me tell you this. I have the understanding, and I could never understand the pain. Well, I'm trying to have the understanding, but I could never understand the pain that Durk is going through when he probably thinking about somebody who killed his brother. I'm never gonna be like, oh, yo, no, you're rich as fuck. Who cares if they kill you? I'm never gonna say that. But what we do have to acknowledge, when you got so big that you got to hit up somebody else to book flights, or you can't tell your hitters to book their own flight and you pay them back, and you got to have your assistant do it, and they all got to use your credit card, and niggas got to fly a private jet, you're too big to be doing crime. I do wholeheartedly think that. Bro, this whole thing sounds like, yo, there's no commercial. Yo, listen, put like this. If you ever gonna do something dumb, don't invite nobody with you that nobody could tell on you. Don't tell nobody about the plan. Go do your crash out mission on your lonely. That hopefully if you ain't caught on surveillance, they ain't catch you with some stop sign camera, license plate reader. They ain't catch you in the car. They ain't catch you with the easy pass going through whatever. At least you can't say the nigga sitting right next to me who was blowing at whoever, he the one who told on me. The moment you bring somebody else, that's a problem. The problem I have with this is Durk had, allegedly, they had the person who was booking flights and car service to book shit for the murder. That don't make sense to me.
Wait, that's crazy, man. It don't make sense to me though. When Durk, if that's Durk, conspiracy number one, which I know, which we all know it is, but him to ask somebody, hey, look, don't put that shit in my name to link back to me. I think number three, whoever the fuck that, I think they did it on purpose. I ain't gonna lie, or they was high.
No, hold on. Here's the thing: when you say don't put it in my name, that person don't know that you're talking about murder shit. So yeah, what it mean not in your name? Yeah, it might not be connected to your name, but it's your account. It's your account. Now, if they was locked in with you with the murder, you know what they would have said? All right, I'm going to put it on my girl's credit card because my girl credit card going to put a separation between me working for you and I could just say that's my girl who booked that. But this person clearly, that's what I'm saying. Yo, you can't have car service for your hitmen. You can't be booking checked in luggage for your killers. Yo, you can't be booking the motherfucking, like, I don't know if y'all ever been first class or whatever. They got the little lounge. You can't do it for the shooters. You got to tell the shooters should only talk to you in person. And it should be a head nod. Well, I don't do crime. So even if what I'm telling y'all might still get y'all caught. If you got to book their flights, if they got to send you their, it said that the shooters sent a picture of their goddamn license to co-conspirator 3. Once I send you a picture of my license, I'm not doing the murder. No, I'm not doing the murder. Book me under somebody else's name. Put another picture. Sneak me onto the plane. Because this whole time, I got my baby mama who I gave 4 kids to. She's going to say I never left. I'm going to be with her. I'm going to at least have an alibi. You're going to just have me show up when... I don't know, man. This shit is confusing.
Why not just drive?
Nigga, I would have rather drive from New Jersey to California. All right, yo, is Quando going to be there in 3 days? Because it's going to take me 3 days to get there. I'm not getting on the plane. Matter of fact, I'm also changing cars at different places, different license plates. I'm not booking a rental car.
And only using cash.
Yeah, and I'm not booking a rental car either. By the way, I'm not using no car that is past 2010 because, especially if it's a rental car, they're tracking the GPS in case some fuck nigga tries to steal it. We're not doing that. Matter of fact, I might have to take public transportation. I got a hat on the whole time. I'm shiesty up, and I got to figure out how to get to LA through buses, trains, and goddamn cabs. Don't that make sense? I mean, like, bro, they said they caught Durk after they found out Durk booked a private jet out the country. Nigga, you know how them Mexicans be sneaking into the United States? Nigga, I would be in your engine block like this when I'm trying to get out. I'm not booking a private jet. Fuck luxury. If I think I'm in Lil Durk position, you're going to catch me in the engine block. You're going to catch me like, nigga, I might be in a door panel like this. You're going to catch me in the trunk beneath the shit where the spare tire should be. What I won't be is motherfucking got my feet crossed talking about where's the caviar and where's the air hostess and when are we taking off because I'm on the private jet. Hell no to the no. Hell no. This didn't feel like there was no other options. Unfortunately, I think Durk got too rich and too powerful to do it. If you got to hit your assistant up to book a flight for a hit, you shouldn't be doing hits. Can I get a witness? Does anybody say that sounds good? If you got to hit up, by the way, Myron's here. Myron, Myron, there's a huge it's could somebody help Myron out because every time we talk, it's like echoing out of his mic. That's why he's server muted. But once again, chat, if did someone fix it? Someone fix it? Oh, fixed, yeah. Fixed. Yeah. Yo, Myron, where the hell is Mo? Mo, fix Myron's mic. Stop playing.
All right. Now, yo, act to do that. Like, I'm trying to get this dude's history. Trench is like, what is he like? Is he a podcaster? Is he like a snitch? Like
Trench is a real nigga, man.
So why was he on the stand? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I don't know so much about him.
Kids, I'm telling the kids what not to do so they won't be like us. So they won't be like these motherfucking rappers that you fantasize about. You ain't got to worry about me, nigga. Don't worry about my mask either. On everything. It's the message. It ain't the mask, man. On some real shit, I'm trying to save my community. Yeah, unfortunately, you ain't part of it because you study time about what he doing. I'm trying to save the kids. I'm telling the kids don't be like me and all the rest of these motherfuckers. We need the kids to live, bro. I don't know if you know, but we lost 2 generations on our side, bro. The kids. Guys going into Duck and T-Roy and Jay Bunny them kids now. They got switches now. They gonna have Star Wars movies in 10 more years, 5 more years. On everything. That's what I'm doing, bro.
I agree with that. People should stop doing that. But you don't think you should do it a different way?
The kid. It don't matter what I did, bro. My life is good, bro. I'm good. But my people ain't good, bro. It don't matter what I did. On everything, I'm gonna stand on my.
But you're hurting the community by putting niggas in jail, also.
Man, how the fuck I'm hurting the community and they killing people, bro? What side are you on? Did you just listen to what the fuck you just said? I'm hurting the community by putting people killing people in jail. They terrorizing the fucking community. Do you get what you just said? That's what I'm saying.
So anybody, but Akademiks, so you don't think everybody?
Hold on, wait, hold on. No. So Trenches, this is my man Big AJ right here. Decorated street legend. Decorated street legend. Hold on. I think this is an important conversation because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a civilian, so I support Trenches News 100%. And I think he comes from a unique perspective because unlike me, I don't have the history of being in the streets. Trenches does. He said he went one way, he's seeing how it is, and now he has the concept to be like, yo, This shit is ruining his community, destroying people's lives, and he's trying to help. That's why everything you're seeing. And by the way, shit, I've watched him and I've realized that, yo, hey, listen, don't let the ski mask like fuck you up or whatever. Like, by the way, I'm glad that he hides his identity because these days niggas will try to kill you, bro. That's just how it is. I have no problem with it.
No,
I think Trenches shot
I don't.
somebody too before, AJ.
I don't mind that. It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
Trenches shot
Put niggas
somebody?
in jail. I don't respect niggas that say they outside and doing things and
The
putting
fuck
niggas in
out.
jail. Is it different? There's a difference.
Hey,
You can
bro,
help the community. You don't gotta ruin other niggas' life while doing it.
hey, how old is this guy? How old is this guy? Because he sound like he
25.
motherfucking years old.
He
How
said
old you is?
he
I'm
said
25.
25. He
Man,
25.
you a motherfucking kid to me, man. Stay in your motherfucking place, dude. On anything, you a kid. That's why you talking like that, bro. You a kid, bro. I understand you now. I understand you now, bro. You 25 years old, bro. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, bro. When you get 32 and all your friends gone, 35, 36 and all your motherfucking friends gone, and all you got is memories of pictures and tattoos, nigga, I lost two brothers to the streets. My oldest brother got killed right after dusk, got switched down on 42nd and Cottage Grove. Man, you ain't got no siblings dead and all this shit like I did. Nigga, I was in a wheelchair. And I walked. Hey, bro, you had no idea, bro. You had no
I'm not
idea.
saying. I'm just saying. Like, yes, I get you trying to help the community stop the violence
No,
and push
no,
peace,
listen to this.
but there's a way you could do it.
Stay the kid or you a gangster, bro. Which one you want to do? You want the kids to live or you want the gang members, the thugs that's killing to be free and keep on killing? Which one you want? You can't have both of them,
Putting them
dude.
niggas in jail ain't gonna stop niggas from dying, bro.
Oh man. Hey, look, bro. Look. I ain't gonna argue with you or none of that, bro. I see what type of time you on, what type of level you on, and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to disrupt your channel. Hey, I want to hit you up, bro. So me and you can do like some type of podcast, bro, so I can know who I am, bro, where I come from, anything.
Hey,
I rather,
hey,
can I get over swag for real, bro? I'm finna get off here, but I
hey,
don't want to.
hey,
I don't want to go back and forth with this guy.
hey,
You know, I don't want to
hey,
disrespect him. I don't even
Trenches.
know him.
No, hey,
I don't even
Trenches.
know him, bro.
No,
He
no,
having a cabin.
Trenches. 100%. Yeah, I want to tap in with you. I don't know if you ever travel. I would love to bring you out to New York City.
Hey,
Let's see. I would love to
man,
sit down because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you give a different perspective. I like it. And again, it's not a perspective I'm used to, but I do understand the plight you're going for. You know, my guy AJ here, you know, he comes from a different perspective and he probably doesn't understand it. But you're right, he's younger than you, so he hasn't, Actually, let me not speak for him, but I don't know if he's lost and seen like the majority of the people around him either dead or in jail, and it feels like you're coming from that angle, and I respect it, bro. I do respect it.
Yeah, all all the people I know gone, bro. Like for real, like all the people I know gone. As I'm sitting, hey, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you this story before I go. I was sitting in jail. Me and Slutty, T. Roy, big brother, got killed with Bond. Mark Blakely. We were cellies in jail, bro. You hear me? I talked to this man. We was in cell. We was in a cell together when T. Roy died, when HK died, when TB died, when Brick and Kobe died. We was in there hugging each other. Every time it was the death that came back, we was hugging each other. That's my boy. You hear me? He died with Bond. You know, it just, man, it gotta stop, man. It gotta stop, man, or we gonna lose all the other kids, man. All the kids whose fathers been already died. That's just my angle, man. I don't care what they call me or none of that, man, because it don't matter. I don't know you, so it really don't matter to me. But hey, young brother, AJ, you get to know me, bro. Get to know I ain't no kid, bro. I
I'm
ain't no
not
kid.
saying I don't got no smoke with you, brother. Like I'm just wondering, like
Bro.
your angle.
It
That's
don't matter to me. It don't matter to me what no young motherfucker think of me, bro, on everything. Because either you gonna try me when you see me, or you gonna shut the fuck up, bro. I mean, I'm standing on whatever I say, bro. Any gang member in Chicago, no, don't let this man fool you, bro. Like I was in the streets, but I got a platform, bro, and I'm gonna tell them. Don't be sent off none of that shit by nobody, bro. These older niggas sending niggas off straight to the penitentiary, man, on anything, bro. They said they tricking Shorty and them off the street to get their girlfriends and shit, bro. I know about it. I know about all this shit, bro. On everything, bro. I got a platform now. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak my shit, bro. I build my own platform. I don't need nobody else's platform. I built it. But I want to get out with you. I want to get out with you so I could, holler at you, man. We can sit
Yeah.
and talk and, get it so they can have a better perspective, bro. You know what I'm talking about of this shit.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Shout out to you, AJ, man. Hey, AJ. Hey, you got to think about it at the end of the day, bro. You want to save the kids, bro, or you want duck them kids to grow up and be just like they daddy, or you want T-Roy and Bond kids them to grow up and say, man, them our ops over there and go and slide, bro. If that's what you want, leave it.
Trenches. Yo, Trenches, I got a question real quick before you go. If it would have been a other side, if it would have been a BD side that got killed, would you had took the stand as well, or you only took the stand because you got a relationship with Duck?
Hey, look, we can say that, bro. We can say that, first of all, you saying the BD side, bro, and I was BD, bro. I wasn't never GD, I was BD, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta know about me, bro. I'm BD, bro. I was BD. I ain't BD no more, but I was BD. You know what I'm talking about? All my life. All my life I've been throwing up three figures since I jumped off the porch and was able to gang bang. You know what I'm talking about? To able to know what I know, my paperwork and shit, bro. Like I ain't new to this shit, bro. I ain't new to this at all. I don't respect none of these gangbangs, these new BDs anyway. They don't know their paperwork. They out here dry snitching on the internet, talking about murders. And then you call me a rat? Do you call your favorite rapper a rat when they talk about real murders? Or do you say, oh man, he just talking to you? Because according to the code of Black Disciples, bro, we have a code, the folks period. It's called silence and secrecy, bro. Not supposed to be talking about no hits, no mob, no shit that got nothing to do with nation business, bro. Killing somebody is nation business. Why do the whole world know? Why do Trap Lord Ross know this shit? And he all the way from overseas, but everybody mad at him. Ain't nobody mad at these niggas, but they mad at Church's News, man. Hey, don't pick and choose, bro. If you want to call everybody a rat, start with their favorite rappers, man, who incriminate motherfuckers, and then they incriminate everybody else in that shit, too. You got to start with them, too. Because, look, in reality, we wouldn't have known nothing about Old Block killed them if Boss Top wouldn't have got his book ass up on there and said, hey, I know what happened to him. Don't say that about Troy. That's when everybody knew they did it, man. So you got to go back to that shit with Boss Top now, and they had a kind of duck all that time. That's how they really got caught. Did nobody think that it was them in the city? Everybody else thought that Doug got killed by another block, bro. I ain't gonna say it, but Doug and them side did not think O Block did it.
Man,
So,
oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, AJ, man, I ain't got nothing to fix, like I said, but I don't know you. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, look,
I don't got nothing against you either.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing against you, brother. You just young, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Once you grow up, though, you will see what I'm talking about, bro. Whether it's 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you will see like, damn, all them people gone, bro. Swiping's right, you know. Or duck them kids and bind them kids out here killing. If it takes that for you to see, you will be like, damn, bro, it's even worse. But I'm gonna keep on saying my mission, man. Don't nobody deter me from my mission because they
No,
call me whatever they call me, bro.
no.
I'm with the shit, but I ain't with the shit. Like I'm gonna protect myself, me and my family, but I ain't finna go out there sliding for nobody. I ain't finna do that.
I get it. I get it, Trenches. But do you feel like Duck mom is qualified to sue Lil Durk though, right? You feel like she got the right to do that?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this, AJ, about Mama Duck, and this ain't being biased or nothing. Anybody can sue. Anybody, any family member, anybody. If they feel like they want to sue, they can sue. But look, when she put Dirk in there, she put an OTF in there because D-Thing got charged with the murder. If he was alive, he'd be charged with the murder. So she got to put OTF because D-Thing was a co-owner of OTF before he died. So she got to put OTF. When you file a lawsuit, bro, you got to put everybody. Like, look, I filed a lawsuit against IDOC. I had to sue the warden. I had to sue the nurses. I had to sue the guards who was working. I had to sue everybody. And then in the court of claims, they going to break it down and tell who you really suing. They going to XYZ everybody out ain't a part of it and get down to the main source. So anybody can sue, bro. That don't mean you going to win. But Mama Duck, with the shit that Lil Durk got going on now, the seal case, bro, if they get found guilty. It's definitely sealed. Signed, sealed, delivered. And then Lil Pat Mama, she finna sue the draws off him if he get found guilty. So yeah, man, anybody can sue though, man. Anybody can sue, man. And I advise every mother. If y'all wanna say Chena this, get back for your kids. That's a real get back. Get justice for your kids. on everything. Because most of these parents, bro, they watch this shit. They watch they watch like they watched it, but then again, like some of the parents, hey, look, I'd rather have your friends come over my house than y'all be in the streets and somebody side up and kill all y'all. You know, you got them type of parents, but some type of parents like blood, his parents with the shit. His parents say, God damn it, they sliding and gliding and they approved of it. You know, I just grew up with the structure, bro. When I grew up, bro, the gang members had like, you don't fuck with the kids. You don't fuck with the civilians. You don't do none of that. You shoot a civilian, bro, they gonna beat your ass and make you turn yourself in. If you do anything to a civilian or a kid or anything, bro, you gotta go in. The gang members gonna turn you in, bro. Now, if somebody shoot a kid, these niggas weird. They say, man, you snitching.
Yeah.
If somebody shoot a kid, bro, you snitching. That's snitching for, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no rules. And there never been no rules in the street either, man. It never been no rules. The rules was made by niggas who wanted you to abide to what they wanted you to abide for. That's what rules is in the game. If you know what gang literature is, look it up. All that shit that the gang literature is saying, hey, look, it excludes the leader, bro. The leader can violate all that shit. He ain't get touched, but anything under him gonna get touched. The streets ain't shit, man. The streets ain't shit, and I'm telling your kids that. If it was your kid that I seen get shot, AJ, bro, on the street, and you inbox me and say, hey, Swipe, man, somebody just killed my kids, or somebody just shot my husband, I'm gonna try to dig for it, bro. They innocent. They ain't got shit to do with nothing, bro. I'm trying to find out who did it. That's how it is.
I get that. But you don't think Mama Duck wrong? Because when Duck was alive, she was gassing up all the shit. She was like,
Nah, look, Mama Duck ain't wrong, bro. Ain't no rules to the streets, man. If Mama Duck told the nigga she was gonna get the last laugh, man, they thought she was crazy. They failed to realize, hey, look, you gotta think about it. You a mother, first of all, you a mother, right? And then you got some gang members trolling your kids. What do a mother supposed to do if you got gang members trolling your kids? That's just like YBC do. That mother ain't had shit to do with it. He talked about that mama so much that now that mama on the internet every day. Another one got killed. You hear me? Like there's only so much you could take, bro. If somebody trolling your kids, what else you can do to them?
now I get that, but she was trolling also.
Like she not supposed to slide for brick. Do anybody think that Mama Duck's supposed to slide for brick, bro? Do she supposed to slide for brick and Kobe and Duck?
No, I'm getting what
Hell
you're saying,
no,
but
bro. She a mother, nigga.
when Duck was alive, she was trolling Dirk and all them niggas though.
Trolling them because they was making fun of brick. Then you see we took it to the whole bar. Then you see before that they were trolling brick. Like, hey, look, bro, you can only troll a man for
Yo,
so
Byron,
long, bro.
just join any channel, and I'll drag you.
Dude, would I want Mama Duck on the internet? Would Brick them want Mama Duck on the internet? No, they wouldn't, bro. They wouldn't want their name on the internet. I know this for sure. You know what I'm talking about? But they ain't here. They ain't here to protect their own names. So who gonna protect it? The person who hired them. That's how I look at it, bro. I ain't disrespecting nobody's parents. Like for real, bro. If they sue, they go to court, anything, bro. Like that's them. That's their money, bro. Like for real, that's their money. You actually killed their son. She just trolling. She just trolling you finna go to jail and shit. So it's like a difference, man. But I understand what everybody's saying though. But you know, anybody could sue, bro. If anybody feel like they want to sue one of these rappers who killed one of their people, all you gotta do is file a lawsuit. But to the game member, that's called snitching.
All right, cool, bro. Should be good here now.
But I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, like I said, shout out to you though, AJ, bro. Like you just gotta like know me, bro. Like know me. It don't bother me that nobody called me that shit. It don't bother me.
All right.
Like as long as nobody, my brothers, my mom told me, bro, as long as no nigga don't cross their gun line, bro. Like you a titan. This is America. This is a free country. You can say whatever you want to, you know. But I ain't even on that mission, bro. I'm trying to save everybody's kids, man. I'm
Hey,
trying to keep on saying, well, I ain't get whether I gotta preach it on my channel 24/7, talk about the people who died, bring exposure to it, bro. I'm gonna keep on, bro, until the shit end up like calming down, bro. We
hey,
got kids who 14, 15 walking people down, bro,
and by
on
the way,
camera, just walking people down.
trenches. I definitely want to say, definitely, I would want to sit down with you I appreciate your story. I appreciate your point of view. That's something that I empathize with. Definitely would like to do content with you. By the way, everybody who's watching me, please go check out Trenches News. Somebody who, if you've been tuned into the whole, whether you were in the war in Chirac back in the day or now you're just tuned into like whether what Durk got going on or what the family of Duck and other situations got going on. Trenches News is one of the most reliable people who he's on the ground with it. You know, I would make a comparison, but I don't want to do it just because God rest his soul. In terms of even like Zach TV, because like I always like people gave me a lot of credit for like the war in Chirac and shit like that. Bro, Zach TV was like a million times me. Like what I mean, like I wouldn't even like Zach TV knew what was going on. Like I didn't know what was going on a lot of times because I wasn't there. And I know Trenches definitely knows what's going on the ground floor, and obviously he's gonna. Like he's in an interesting situation, you know what I mean? Like we're not in those situations. We don't know these people, and this is why I have so much empathy for it. So, yeah, please go check out Trenches, please.
Yo, Act, thank you for the 30K. You are.
Did we get to 30K?
Oh
You
shit,
know that.
yes, Sirski.
Hold on, let me see real quick. By the way, Myron is back in the building. He got his audio issue fixed.
It should be. Does it still sound bad?
No, you sound good
Oh,
now.
nah, nigga. You much better, nigga.
It's good now?
Yeah. Nobody dick rise you pause because I ain't gonna lie, you were peaking so crazy before.
That shit was crazy.
I don't know what the fuck was going on, man. I was fucking pissed. I'm like on the phone with my fucking audio engineers and they're trying to figure it out because I sound good on my stream, but like
Mo came through?
Who
was it? Mo came through or was it Bills? Who was it?
Both Mo and Bills helped.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, they both helped. But your question, I think you asked me before I got like had the audio issues was how would someone orchestrate a murder for hire without getting caught, right?
Yeah. Is it possible? Is it possible?
It is possible. Let's go through it, right? So what I'm about to say here, no one should try to replicate. And if you go ahead and get arrested, it ain't my fault. All right? So I just got to put that disclaimer out there. But this is how you go ahead and commit a murder for hire the best way that you can without mitigating risk. Number one, you're going to find a middleman that's going to do everything for you. That's step number one. You're not going to touch nothing. You're not going to know who did it. You're not going to know how much, like, you're not going to know nothing. You're just going to find a middleman. He's going to do the payment, all that shit, right?
Okay.
He's going to handle everything. And he's not going to be idiot like Grant taking private jets and using credit cards also.
All right, hold on. Now I'm the middleman. I got to hit you because I don't got enough funds to do certain shit. So I'm like, yo, Myron, I'm trying to get this murder done for you. Could I use this card? Could I do this? These are things that happen. You know what I mean? Like you might be thinking in a hyperbolic sense where like everyone has money to do everything.
Yeah.
Maybe I need your card to do some shit to really get it.
No.
Well, wouldn't you just give him some cash?
Everything's got to be done in cash. And here's the thing. I'm going to give you the money up front cash and tell you this is your budget. You're going to go ahead and do this shit. Here's the cash. You're not getting no more. Me and you are not speaking about this. And everything that's done is always done face-to-face in person. And we're walking where we're talking. And people are going to be wanted for wires beforehand. So, but obviously, if I'm bringing a middleman, I trust this individual. Like, if it's a middleman, let's assume that this person is solid. I don't got to worry about none, right? Because obviously that's very important. So let's just assume this person is solid.
Yo, hold on. Real quick. If y'all are watching right now, whether you're watching on my man Myron's channel or you're watching on here, first of all, like I'm a little conflicted because there's a lot of dumbass niggas watching, and I feel like they're about to take notes. Like, yo, this is really how you're about to get away with murder. So I'm a little conflicted. For you stupid niggas, it won't work for you. This is like high level shit. This is for people who, you know what I mean, have IQ points in at least 3 digits. You don't have a 70 IQ. It just won't work for you. But we just want to hear what Myron has to say. Go ahead, Myron.
Yeah. And this is in no way endorsing it or whatever. But hypothetically speaking, if you were to do this, this is the way you do it, right? And I don't recommend any of you try this at home. So, but if you were to do it, You get a middleman.
We try
right?
this in jail. Go ahead.
Yeah, unless you want to go to jail like idiot. You get a middleman. This individual facilitates it and gets, so you already got one layer away, right?
In GTA.
And you give him the money up front cash. Like, yo, this is your budget. You're not gonna get no more. Here's the money cash. And when I pull that money cash, I'm gonna get it over a period of time, right? Like I'm not gonna go to the bank and do a $50,000 withdrawal and then have CTRs, currency transaction reports, filed all over me like a dumbass. Like I'm gonna have this money built up over a period of time. So there's no real, there's not a bunch of financial paper trail to show that I did a big withdrawal, because anything over $10,000 has got to be reported to the IRS through something called a currency transaction report. So I will go ahead and, incrementally do this. It might take me a year, it might take me 2 years, it might take me 3 years to pull this money out. But either way, it doesn't matter, because, revenge is always a dish served cold, and it's better to have some distance between when the offense happened versus when you want to get your revenge. Revenge is always better served way later down the road anyway. So
hold on. By the way, real quick. I also, just based on what I'm seeing in the chat, they're telling me to warn AJ. AJ, do not listen to Myron. AJ's a street dude who AJ, you cannot take any of these things to action. Stop it. This is what the chat is saying.
I don't participate in shit like that.
Okay, cool. All right. Go ahead, Myron.
Yeah. So, and the other thing too is that you also want distance, right? So like you want distance. So like you don't want it where the dude, he did some shit to you and then you kill him the day after. No, let a couple years pass, 5 years, 10 years. He's obviously going to be comfortable. He's going to think he got away with it, whatever it may be. That's how the mafia does it. That's what you want to do. You want to get them when they're comfortable. Then you get a middleman to do it, right? Give him the cash up front, right? Then that middleman has got to hire somebody, right? And that somebody has got to, and again, I'm going through the steps here, right? Obviously, I'm going in compartmentalized fashion, but I'm kind of going through the steps of what the next person should do. Middleman gives the dude cash and tells him, look, you go ahead and you handle this however you need to do it. Now, if I'm the guy and I'm the hitman and I get the cash, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it myself, obviously, because I think depending on who this individual is, how comfortable they are, etc., because the more people you involve, the more people can snitch, the more liabilities that come in. Now, let's say we're going to make this section, we're going to involve multiple people. No one's carrying a fucking smartphone. That's rule number one. No one is carrying a fucking smartphone.
What you mean? Hold on. Suppose one of the niggas say, yo, my girl think I'm cheating and she got my location. I got to keep the phone on me.
Well, I'm be like, you fucking pussy. It's time for you to stop being a bitch ass nigga, because we are doing this shit. I don't care what she thinks. No smartphones, bro. Smartphones, they're gonna do cell site location data. They might do a ping. They could always do retroactive shit. Fuck that. No smartphones whatsoever. We're using beepers like it's 1991, if that at best. And I'm collecting them all after the hit is done, and I'm throwing them over the fucking river. I'm smashing them, then I'm throwing them in a river.
Oh man. All right. Okay. Keep going. All right. So go.
So anyway, so if we're gonna do this, let's say we're gonna do this gangland style, right? Okay, with guns and shit. Well, we gotta go ahead and procure weapons that don't have serial numbers on them. And if we are gonna, we gotta get some, and you could get those on the street. You could find some idiot out there that got some scratched off, hot Glocks or some shit like that. Go get the guns, do the hit, obviously late at night, masks, gloves, obviously. Use a car that is, that's stolen, right? And then go ahead and take it and get it like fucking drive it off into the river. Obviously, you could blow it up. Burning it is good too. You just got to make sure that you get rid of the serial numbers and all the different places that they hide it, because they do hide serial numbers in certain parts of cars. You got to make sure the make and model doesn't have a hidden serial number so they can't identify it. VIN number, I mean, excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, you could get it crushed. Definitely different ways that you could dispose of the vehicle. Or better yet, you just do that shit on foot. Catch them on the street, shoot them real quick. Maybe you have a silencer on your gun if you're a little bit fancy. Run away, dump the weapon, get rid of any communication devices, and you're good. Just don't do it in a city like in a modern city like a New York or whatever it may be, where there's cameras all over the place.
Yeah, because they're gonna be able to track where you came from and where you went, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I was just about to ask that. Do location matter? Like, because I think that's the biggest thing that destroyed them.
Yeah, location bad. I would if the dude. And here's the other thing too. You got to figure out what the guy does. Like, let's say this guy likes bitches, right? Let's say he has a problem with bitches. Well, I would use a girl and line him up and get him to a hotel and max B him somewhere.
Oh,
at a shitty hotel.
man.
Nah, Myron, this story
Ah.
sounds good other than waiting for the get back. I gotta kill a nigga instantly.
No, you can't see that's nigga shit, bro. You can't do that. You gotta wait 5 to 10
Nah,
years.
I want him to. I want his people to
No,
know.
man.
Nigga, it's likely I did
Bro, see, that's an L. You go to jail. You go likely also go to
it.
jail.
So
You know?
essentially, you're saying if there's gonna be an undetectable crime, it has to be so well manicured where you're gonna.
Sad to say, Lil Durk has been booked, man. It's gonna be a lot of videos coming out about Lil Durk, man. This is honestly sad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being like this is actually sad, like genuinely sad. Lil Durk literally had such a I don't want to say such a promising career because he still has his career right now. He has his album coming out in a month. Like Lil Durk has so much positive going for him. Like this case for him is how I see if King Von was still alive for the FBG Duck case, like he would have got booked the same way. And they're gonna pin everything on Dirk. There's already snitches, like what Rex said. There's a murder involved, murder for hire. They're probably gonna come with a RICO case after. This is not state charges. This is federal charges too. So it's very, very, very much different. Man, I can't really say what I want to say because YouTube is very weird, but seeing Dirk change his religion recently, they said it's good to be that specific religion while in jail, which I agree. You see a lot of, you feel me, people that religion, you feel me? It's like they're like a group in jail and they stay together, which is good. But man, going from being a eight, probably nine-figure man, private jets, mansions to a cell, man, that must do something to you mentally that you can't even fathom, bro. And Lil Durk, honestly, he's like rap wise, he's like up there. Like he's the 21 Savages, whichever tier is the Lil Babies, 21 Savage. You put Lil Durk right in that tier. Like the tier right under the Kendricks, J. Cole's, Drake's, them. He's literally the tier right below them. And it's sad. Lil Durk's been in the game for so long, man. You told him about Slide for Von. He allegedly really did slide for Von. Now he's in this situation. All we could do is pray and hope for the best. You know, I'm considering myself a realist, and I'm looking at the situation. There's snitches, like all the evidence, like OTF cards for everything, and bro, like Lil Durk is the head of all of this. Like, I really just hope he doesn't. If Lil Durk gets life in prison, I know his heart's gonna drop. And how Lil Durk says that he hates snitches, how much he prides himself on hating snitches. Like, I always wonder to myself, if it's someone in Lil Durk's position, if it's either life in prison or you snitch and you get 5 to 10 years, are you snitching? Would you throw your whole life away? You're not going to get to see any of your kids physically grow up anymore. All your money, you have all this money right now, but that money's not, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like 5 to 10 years, 20 years, who knows? The family's connected to you might be broke. Like, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like, it's a crazy world we live in, bro. I genuinely feel bad for Dirk, but man, it's hard to even feel bad for Dirk because then you'd have to feel bad for Quando, and it's the whole situation is just sad because it's all this literally started from King Von and Jania, bro. King Von, Asian Doll, Jania, like it's just woman, bro. Woman caused this whole thing to happen. It was a chain reaction, and now we're here. But it's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please, 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 please don't woman holds so much power, bro. Like it's so crazy. And I'm out.